Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to easily deal 500 damage with a melee weapon to opponents. Now, there's two main options that you can do this with. The first one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it in solos, but then in duos and squads, there is an even easier way. So, first off, you can do this in solos by dropping onto the map, going to this winter portion of the map, and instantly grab a bike. What you're going to want to do is instantly start driving around and looking for wolves. Now, wolf spawn rates are incredibly low this season. When I say incredibly low, I mean incredibly low. Like, these things are really, really difficult to find. So, it can be really annoying because, as you guys can see right here, even if you deal pickaxe damage to, say, a chicken, that doesn't count as an opponent. If we go ahead and check this right here, you guys can see that nothing increased on the challenge. But, technically, wolves do count as opponents. Now, boars don't count as opponents because they spawn in as neutral NPCs. They're not NPCs, but they spawn in as, like, neutral enemies. So, they're not actually opponents here. I'll show you guys by driving over to this boar. The challenge does not work when you do it to boars, but it does work when you do it to wolves. So if we go ahead and we run over to this guy and we start pickaxing him, you guys can see that we are doing all this damage, and even after we manage to kill him, if we go ahead and check our challenge, it still has not updated. So the first way you can do it is with wolves, but these things spawn rates are incredibly low. So the secondary way to do it is go ahead and load into a duos or squads game and start knocking enemy players. Now, when you go ahead and knock enemy opponents, that means that they're just going to be crawling on the ground. And you know what you can do then? You can go ahead and pickaxe a knocked player, and that counts as dealing melee damage to opponents. Now, of course, what you could also technically do here is use the shockwave hammer and go ahead and left click people with it. But honestly, the shockwave hammer can be really annoying to hit people with. So my number one recommendation for completing this challenge would actually be to go into a duos or squads game and try to just pickaxe people that you knock after you kill them, because that is probably going to be the easiest way to do it. Just with how low of a spawn rate wolves actually have this season, it is so difficult to find these guys. And to be honest, I'm not even 100% sure if they count as opponents this season, since in last seasons they've counted as opponents, but in chapter 4 I haven't actually checked this yet, so I'm 99% sure that it'll still work with wolves as long as they didn't bug it. But they may have bugged it this season where it no longer works with the wolves. So personally, I would recommend hop into a duos or a squads game, go ahead and knock an enemy player, and then instantly start damaging them with your pickaxe. You'll get up to 100 damage off of that after you finish them, since obviously they only have 100 health when they're actually downed. So you're going to need to do that with about 5 opponents, and then you'll be able to easily complete this challenge. But for now, that's how to deal melee weapon damage to opponents in Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 1. If you guys did enjoy this video or find it helpful, then please consider leaving a like on it and subscribing to the channel, as that would help me out a ton. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.